Hi guys, this is Steve again. Let's talk about riding in the rain. Okay, first of all, we're going to be talking about how to avoid the rain. Okay, you don't want to be riding the rain if you don't have to. Second, we're going to be talking about gear. What kind of rain suits you want to wear, and which ones the good ones and which ones the not good ones. Okay, and third, we're going to be talking a little bit about weather. Okay, to avoid the rain. You ride a motorcycle, you should know just the basics of weather. I'm a flying instructor, not active anymore, but it doesn't matter. I used to teach micrometeorology and meteorology. Alright, so we're going to be talking about all these things on this video, so let's start. Okay, so now let's look on a tour we have on 2016. Okay, as you can see, the systems here was kind of like crazy. That was a heavy flooding. We have a tour in September. We have our friends from Canada came in, and we have to go all this around for 11 days. Can you believe it? Okay. Now, this is incoming systems with very heavy rain, okay, you see that? So we have to leave from Athens and stuff. So we have to leave Athens and we have to go all the way up to a town named Kalabaka in Meteora, beautiful scenery. I'm going to put a couple of clips to see what happened. And the whole route, it goes through another town, Paraga here. We'll go first the Greek island, and we'll go second Greek island. We'll have to go to another Greek island here. So we have 3 Greek islands here. And sometimes we do 4. We do also Zakynthos, okay? And we have to go back to Peloponnese, all right? And go through Asia and Olympia. And we have to go mountain roads. We'll go to the beach, of course, here. All right, but we also have to go to the beautiful villages on mountain roads on that particular tour. It's on YouTube. Yeah, you can go back on the files and you can find it. And probably going to put a card so you can go and see it. That tour. Okay, but the most important thing is on the next 10 days it was rain everywhere in the country. All right. So what I did was, you see this. Final route 1 and 2 destinations. Destinations is marked like that, all right? So we went all the way to the Peloponnese, we went to the south, we went to the beach here on Lafonisi beach, we went to medieval castle, and we have a really good time, and we were dry. All right, if you don't believe me, I'm going to have Kurt and Justine to comment on that, but it's crazy. We passed all this rain dry. Everybody got wet, including the city. They got floodings and stuff and accidents everywhere, all right? We got nice and safe because I did plan alternative routes. I checked the weather, so we have to start with the rain, but I did alternative routes, okay? So if the system was here, I would go this way. Then if I have no choice, we went here to a cafe and have some souvlaki, some gyros and stuff, have a couple of beers. We rent rooms for 3 hours and stuff, wait for the rain to pass right here where is my cursor, right here, and then after 3 hours we'll continue to our destination. We'll get here dry. You don't have to continue sometimes. You just have to stop, go have some lunch, have a beer, take a nap. What's the big deal? You're going to spend a couple of bucks more on the room, And we got to our destination dry. Then it rained the whole night and in the morning. But I checked the weather and the rain stopped. So what we did is we have a really good breakfast. Okay, wait for the rain to stop. We went to see the monasteries and we have a really good time. And I also used the drone. I'm going to put a couple of footages so you can see it. Then we got right to the coastline. All right, and then we got right to the first island and the second island and the third island. We went to the mainland and I also did the same technique. I avoid the thunderstorms. I avoid the systems. If the system was here, I was going this way. If the system was here, I was going the other way. You don't have to go through the system. It's like, you know, you're on a boat. You have a major hurricane in front of you. You have to avoid it, even if you spend a couple more days on the ocean. All right, just to be safe. Okay. Okay, so let me show you another trip. Okay, that was like last year. We went to around Italy. Yes, that was a big tour. It was like about 3,000 kilometers. But let's talk about the thunderstorms in the Dolomites region, the Alps. All right. Yes, we have heavy rain. That was the clip you saw in the beginning of this video. All right. That was going to the Dolomites. We hit rain. All right. So we start from Venice. We went to Lake Garda. We saw the whole thing. We stay a couple of days here. And then we start going north to Cortina d'Ambresso, because if you want to see the Dolomites, you really have to start from here to do the whole tour, all right? And you got to end up after Stelvio in Bormio, okay, or Bormio, okay? Yes, it's on the playlist. I'm going to put a couple of links so you can go see the tour if you want. You should see it. So what I did was, we have thunderstorms over here, all right? And but we really wanted to go to see the Dolomites from the beginning, like this area right here, all right? So what I did was, we rent a room over here, and after that rain you see in the beginning of the clip, we stayed there, and the next day we have to make a decision. I checked the weather. It was raining everywhere, so we moved north. The rain was over here, all over the Dolomites. So whoever went into the Dolomites area that particular day didn't see nothing because the fog and the rain everywhere. So we went up here to a cabin, all right? We stay at the cabin. We have a thunderstorm came at night and, you know, almost destroy our tent, but that's another story. And we couldn't stay in town another day. You know what? We got already bored in the morning. So I told her, you want to risk it? Because there's no hotels around here. There's nothing. Not even bungalows. Just the cabin, it doesn't even have a store. It's just a cabin, you know. It just give you power right there, water, toilets right there, and that's it. Good morning, guys. We're picking up the camp. Amazing, beautiful here. It's unbelievable, but we have a storm came through. We have to get up in the middle of the night and tie the tent again. Gotta get a different tent. Anyway, so everything is good. We're gonna get out of here. See you on the road. Okay, we're leaving this beautiful cabin in the middle of Dolomites. See you next stop. And we survived the night, but we didn't ride in the rain. The next day was all clear, all right? And we pick up our route, and we did an amazing ride through the Dolomites. You guys go and see it. It's a beautiful playlist from Greece to Italy. All right, I'm going to put a couple of links, yes. So reading the weather, it's very important. You're going to have a lot of fun. So let's talk a little bit more about weather. All right, so let's go to Google and open windy. All right. First thing we see is the wind. It's really simple. I'm going to talk to you about 5 minutes about weather, and believe me, you're going to thank me on your next tour, okay? You're going to have a lot of fun because you're not going to go through all the thunderstorms and the rain and the wind and everything. All right, so pay attention here a little bit. Wind. If you have no idea about weather, this is the wind, all right? It comes from the north, all right? This is north, south, west, and east. Very simple. All right, you can go to any country in the world with wind. Here we go to Italy, all right? So as we can see, there is a system here rotating, okay, west of Spain, in the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean right here. All right, I'm not going to go through systems and stuff, but I'm going to go through basic weather for motorcycle riding. Maybe if you like it and put comments, I may just, you know, go ahead and put more of it. But you know, I'm a flying instructor. I used to teach meteorology and macro meteorology. All right, so okay, and let's go to my hometown, New York. All right, let's go a little bit north. Here is Long Island. All right, as we can see here, wind now is from the east. It's east-northeast. The wind is, this is the little things here, it's the wind direction and the wind velocity. It depends the color you see here, all right? It's more windy or less windy if you see down here, all right? So now, right now the wind comes from the east, so east-northeast. If the wind comes from the northeast, you're expecting precipitation and rain. All right, but let's see it more in detail. Click on rain and thunder. You see things changing here, and we can see the rain right here on the Atlantic Ocean. All right. So you know, if you're planning a tour to the north, everything is in front of you, right here. So example, if you go to Portland, all right, you don't have to go through that. These are thunderstorms, all right? And here is rain. You see the thunderstorm sign here? It's like a little S, like an SS or something like that. Okay, they are thunderstorms. But you can click the link here that say thunderstorms. And they're right in front of you. These are heavy. You can see the precipitation down here. Okay, these are heavy. So wherever you go, if you want to go, example, to St. Clair right here, okay, you're not going to go through that, right? Just make a route through that. So you're going to do another hour or two. It doesn't matter. You're not going to go through a danger thunderstorm. Even big airplanes avoid these things here, okay? They can also create, if you're in the south in the States, they can also create tornadoes, all right? So, you know what? You already learned how to avoid heavy rain and thunderstorms. It's simple. You don't have to go through the systems right now, okay? Basically, basic weather, just for your tour. All right, if you want to see more details, if you ride in the winter, we do. Click on snow. Okay, let's see if it's any snow anywhere. Yes, there is up here somewhere in the north and Canada, there is some snow. All right, looking for new snow right here. All right, so things happening. All right, basic weather. All right, let's continue. Learn the bike, become one with the bike. Okay, then do another service. Alright, good morning, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Stopping. Alright. Sounds good outside, do you hear it? Alright. It's probably with the windshield below 1 right now in my face. Let me try to close the helmet. It feels very comfortable. Very comfortable. Turn around. Let's see you. Wow. Very sexy. Right there. Okay, it started raining. So we're almost at Barros. Barros is over there. So we change, we put our rain gear and continue. Alright. You know, it's okay. So on the jacket I don't feel nothing at all. Very comfortable. 10 degrees, it's probably gonna be like around
8 with a wind chill. That's Celsius. So I have actually put all my lights now. It's even worse. I'm slowing down. I don't know whether GoPro can penetrate through the cloud. We're gonna see when I put it on the computer. But look at that, the rock just fell. This becomes a little bit uncomfortable here because I know with the rain. Another one. That's probably an old one, but the one before was a fresh one. This is the jacket. Inside, nothing at all. Not even from the zipper. Okay. I'm gonna close the video. It's here, between your legs. Usually all the water concentrates here. Okay, from the seat of the bike and everything. Right here, it's dry. So temperature, it's 11 degrees. We're inside the cloud. It's raining. It rained heavy like at 15-20 minutes ago, and I'm sure it's going to start again. This is a big system, big rain system. So I promise you I'm going to do a review raining on the Evo, the Adventure Evo from Nordcore. Alright, and here it is. When we're going to go home, we're going to open the jacket and see if it gets any water. I know it's not going to, because I have already ride with this jacket in the rain. It's just put it for the video. Also, you should look our latest videos about the airbag jackets and vest. Okay, it's a good investment if you want to take a look at that too. And let's see what is the difference on all the prices. So you guys see here gear. Most people, they say that like you just buy rain gear and the most money you can afford. Okay, I don't believe that. All right, you should read reviews from the gear you're going to be buying, and you definitely, if you pay attention to the reviews, you're going to find something good for your budget. All right, there is two different jackets here. Okay, this is the same applies for gloves, boots, helmets, whatever you want to think of. Okay, just read a lot of reviews, do your research. But there is two different jackets here on the video you see here in front of you. All right, the Adventure Evo from Nordcore and the BMW Street Guard. All right, the one is like, you know, 1,000 something. Gore-Tex and everything, and this one is like $200. Can you believe it? And I can tell you, this thing can hold a lot of weather. It's been through hell with us. And Rose has her own Nordcore 2 and Street Guard. Okay, so we use both, and we know they work really good. The only difference is this one is a little bit heavier than the Gore-Tex. And what's the big deal, really? Okay. In some areas, like in a hot summer and stuff, of course the Gore-Tex is a little bit more comfortable, but this jacket for $200 for, like, you know, heavy weather is perfect, you know, if somebody doesn't want to spend the money. All right, so the gear is really about reviews and about your what you like and your research. This is what I would recommend. Okay, so let's go to the part 3. I'm not going to talk about gear anymore. It's really up to you. The part 3 will be how to ride in the rain, and it's very important. All right, let's start. And I'm going to concentrate on the road because it's slippery and windy. It looks like a storm. Let me put some extra lights on for safety. Whoa, water coming down here. Hold on. Okay. Alright, there's some more water here. Okay, slow down. Nobody's on my back. Okay, remember the safety rules. It's a good article on Easy Rider blog about Alright, you guys, welcome to our blog. You can read the articles here for safety, for motorcycles, for new ones, for old ones, for tours, for whatever you like. But what we're looking for is we're going to be looking for touring. Let's go to touring and find the article about safety. Alright, let's close this. And this is a good one to do now. Going up a mountain pass while fully loaded. You definitely want to read that too, okay? How to load your bike and everything, and how to calculate weight is very important, so that keeps you also safe. Alright, and let's maybe click on that and take a quick look. This is Stelvio Pass, one of the most difficult passes in Europe. How much gear in pounds and kilograms, and definitely you want to read that. I'm not going to go through that right now because I'm going to put a link so you can see how to load the bike and everything, and how to ride it with on a long trips like that. Alright, if you carry a lot of gear. Alright, so there's links here, articles and links and stuff like that. So okay, let's see if we can find it a little bit back here. Motorcycle safety secrets and guidelines. Okay, read more. I'm going through so I can show you this because it has a lot of research. Alright, introductory and stuff, the rider, ride defensively. Okay, you have a 360 degrees riding area. Alright, you should pay attention to these little things here. It's now, even if you're an older rider, I mean, you're riding for many years, it's a good thing to remind yourself what's going on here. I do the same thing. What are you doing at a traffic light? Alright, example, your motorcycle and stuff. Okay, you can look our tools and stuff, what I carry for tools and stuff. Yes, I have write this article. The bike, lights, engine, and your riding gear. Read a little bit about this article. It's about safety, and it has a lot of links about weather, about blind spots, side winds. Look at that, turbulence and stuff. Very interesting. And I'm going slow. I'm gonna check my ABS brakes. Okay, looks like they're working. Let me check how slippery the ground is. Nobody's behind me. I'm going to step on a real brake. Okay, looks like it's holding good. The tires. Okay, so testing here. I'm not going to recommend that to anyone who's not an experienced rider. Okay, and if you don't know what to do, just don't try this with your motorcycle. But I always do some testing when it starts raining, or when the road is slippery or whatever. I'm looking around for any kind of like danger or something like that for our ride. So on this particular episode, I'm going to be talking about rain and roads and quality of roads, of course. Rain. Things first is you warm up your tires. If you go back to the playlist, I have an episode that you can actually, if you have a Beamer, you can activate the tire temperature. If you don't have something like that on your Harley, on your Indian, or whatever bike you have, and just wait a little bit before you start accelerating to warm up your tires. Your tires, it's very important to have very good grip on the asphalt. Okay, one thing is that. Of course, if the weather is raining, you have put all your rainy gear and stuff, and you all set. So the asphalt now, is you have to remember three colors: dark gray, gray, and light gray. Okay, if you are in Europe, you probably know what I'm talking about. Even in the States, you can see something like that. Okay, the lighter the color of the asphalt, the older the asphalt and more slippery it is. So light gray is danger. You have to go slow because it's slippery, even if it's dry. Okay, Gray, it's like okay, but still you have to be careful. And dark gray, that means it's a new asphalt and it's got good grip, but still you have to pay attention for, like, you know, anything else, like gravel. Gravel is like oil. Okay, you hit gravel, you're off the ground. Okay, so you be careful on that. All right, so we're going back to the rain now. So we warm up our tires. It would take about 20 to 30 minutes to warm up your tires, just to let you know. It depends. If it's winter time, and it will take even more, okay? Or if it's really cold, it might never reach the proper temperature. Just remember that. So we are, usually when I go for a ride like that, I do a little test in the beginning. Very slow speed, we're talking about, you know, about 5 miles per hour. You can step on the rear brake to see how slippery the asphalt is and how good grip your tire has, okay? Of course, you let it go when you can see it's slippery or something like that. That's for experienced riders, okay, if you want to give it a try. Also, what I do is I test my ABS, not too much, little bit, just a little bit to see if it works. And if the asphalt is slippery, then I'm done with the test. I'm not pushing too much. The other thing is the white line you see here between the upcoming traffic. It's slippery, so you don't want to, you know, use brakes on that or ride into that or ride on a turn onto that white market lane. All right, that's another thing. And we don't use the front brake. Okay, the Beamer has a system that actually, when you press the front brake, it will actually press 30% of the rear. Okay, that's a little thing that I like about that. But you don't want to use on a slippery ground, the front brake. Just be very careful. Just go easy on it. Use your gears. That's what I do. I just slow down with my gears most of the time. And you should learn how to use your gears on slippery or steep hills or mountain roads. It's very important because the motorcycle has much better grip when you slow down with your gear gradually. You don't want to do it quick. Okay, that's another thing. So one more thing is gravel or sand that it might fall from the truck, or mud that comes from the mountain that you saw in the video. Right now, I just passed some, if you saw it on the video. And you heard from that because it's slippery like oil. A lot of people have accidents with that thing, including me years ago, all right, in my young age. So gravel and stuff, especially on a turn, step on the brakes before you go over it, all right? The same thing on water. If you see water on the turn, step on the brakes before you go over it. If you have to go over it, just don't use any brakes at all, not the front for sure, and just go nice and easy over it, and just, you know, use your brakes after. Another trick that I'm doing is to find out if the road is slippery without using the motorcycle brakes and everything. It's I put down my boot when I go very slow, and I test with my boot. I test the asphalt. Okay, actually I can feel it. If it's slippery, I can feel it. My boot is just going to slide over it. So I go even slower and be more careful. And that's a tip right now. It's a lot of water coming from there. This is a very dangerous spot when it rains because rocks coming down. That's why you see me going on the left side a little bit. And keep an eye on, there is, you see that? This is a fresh one. And I know they're not gonna, there is another one. That's an old one, I remember this one. Rocks falling when it's raining, I remember that. Okay, so we saw here a giant rock, fresh one, fall right behind me. Okay, so we have to be careful when it's raining and you have a wall of mountain like this one on your side. Even if it's a little bit far away, you have to pay attention for rocks, stones, mud. Mud might be coming down the mountain, so when it's raining, things can happen. You might even hit a mudslide, so you have to avoid all this stuff. But looking ahead in time, it's the most important thing. Okay, so when I say looking ahead in time, it's like everything. It's the weather, it's your motorcycle, it's your riding gear, your shoes, the asphalt, the direction you're going, the thunderstorms you're going to be hitting, how much rain is. If this is a light rain like this one's, from these are actually strato clouds. They have light rain, and it's not danger because there is no thunderstorms in there. Okay, so you can, if you have really good gear, you can actually enjoy it, like me right now. I do enjoy it, yes. But if it's a thunderstorm, you have to be careful, because thunderstorms, they might have hail. In the heavy winter, they might have snow. You don't know what's happening there, okay? So I'm not going to talk about hail and snow. This is like, you go home with that. Yes, I have done that years ago when I was little, young and everything, but it's danger. So we're definitely going to avoid all this stuff, all right? So this is the idea, is preparation. I hope I can, I did help some of you to learn something about this. If you have any questions, I'll be very happy to answer. Give us a like and a subscribe if you want to hear more about that. But safety is the most important thing that keeps you happy. Have fun on the ride, okay? This is what riding is all about, to keep us, first of all, safe. Thanks for watching, guys.